Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, on the MysteriousJG. We are fighting our way through a tunnel chock full of insects who like to eat electricity. Because what else are you going to do in a fantasy game? Part of me wants to see what happens if you... I guess we could save in a different slot. I'm kind of curious what happens if you let the really scary enemies come out, because they talk about them. The fact that I've been reading, or the walkthrough I've been reading, just says try to keep power charge at 100 so you don't have to deal with extra enemies. Doesn't even talk about whether there's any particular benefit to be gotten from fighting other enemies, so I'm thinking there probably isn't. We got some green liquid. I mean, I guess I could grind here. I was trying to figure out if I could find a grinding point, so that when I'm done with my recording session, I can just play around and, you know, listen to Mystery Science Theater or riff tracks or something. Oh, there's a treasure chest around here somewhere. You guys are welcome to go kill that thing while I get treasure. It's fine. I'm just kind of stealing for the hell of it. Yeah, I know Fran will be doing some curing after that. So there's loot's hidden away over here. Motion in the ocean, your hose broke. The thing is, I don't know why I really want to get to, like, if we can get back to the city and have freedom of movement to go outside and go to some of the earlier areas of the game, that's our best way to farm the license points. Just guys that we can kill really easily and quickly, because it is definitely quantity and not quality with those. Well, the only one they could potentially blind is Basch, but we really don't want that happening, because all he's doing is attacking. He would be kind of useless to us. But I silenced him with my Mage Masher. You guys used to be bosses, sort of. Yeah, Basch isn't really doing a whole lot. He's just punching stuff. And he's not breaking through the defenses of this thing. I've got another Mage Masher, so I probably didn't need to buy 3, but whatever. It'll be alright, folks. Hey. Wonder how many of these I've been ignoring. Hear a sound from the south. The gate is open. Oh, looks like I did have to... I probably had to go here to open... Oh, a gate to this. Yeah, got you. So I no longer feel like I missed any. I feel like I probably had to do that. And couldn't have gotten this far had I missed any of the earlier gates. Vigorous. It said, I'll use my assault on Leda to look for treasure now, rather than just progressing at maximum speed through all this stuff. Because we could have, well, enemies, if not loots. Hopefully they'll keep casting blind on the guys who are immune to it. That worked out well. Flan-y. It's like Fanny, only Flanny. Hoping I can mute this thing before it has a chance to blind Basch. Or just kill it, I suppose. Okay, so no treasure, just enemies. Great. I wonder if it's a different kind of Flan that I fought before, because it's nothing seems to be dropping the Capricorn or Sagittarius rock or Caramel. I think there was a rare drop and a common drop from some kind of souped up Flan that was a boss before. I'm not sure which one I ended up with, but I'm probably okay either way. I don't think I'm going to go back and undo hours of grinding because I find out, oh no, I should have gotten a caramel drop. It would have been more ideal. How the hell am I getting back to, oh. Never mind. Just should not have come down. I come over here and look for loots, but I'm about to say I'll probably just get Flans. The best laid Flans of mice and men. Somebody told me recently that Steinbeck stole a bunch of his... Either stole a bunch of Grapes of Wrath, which is what she said first, and then she kind of modified it to stole just some research notes about, you know, the subject matter from a woman. So she was contending that Hemingway was like, or not Hemingway, that John Steinbeck was like a fraud. And that people only like him because they're forced to read him in high school and doesn't mean he's a good author. So I was kind of surprised by that because I like Steinbeck all right, but I'm curious if anybody else has heard this thing about Steinbeck having stolen material for the Grapes of Wrath from some woman. Anyway, whether that is true or not, I will fail to steal. I probably just need to stop doing this. I don't think it's leading to anything useful. Oh, here we go. This could be interesting. Bomb enemies. I don't know how they work in this game. But I would think if you beat them up too much, they probably self-destruct. Well, there goes our chain. Pile of bomb ashes. A pile of bomb asses. Okay, well somebody's Basch off? No, it's Baltier is just like fighting one of these guys by himself using his staff. Well, it's nice that he has a staff. Somebody who can, like, you know, help out around the office. Andre's boss. Got a head guard. I'm going to assume again that what we want to use against this guy is Blizzard, but we don't have it. Looks like these guys have less defense than the blobs. That's not that shocking. Even with Protect, Basch was actually able to damage it. Treasure, a potion. Alright, I'm not going to bother stealing from these guys anymore. Just for the hell of it, might make Baltier here use fire on the one that is the least damage, just to make this go a little faster. Well, significantly faster, as it turns out. A water stone. There were certain items that I'd like picked up so many of, I didn't even have any interest in them anymore. But now I can sell any water. I believe water stones are one of them. I had 99 roughly, so any I find now, it's just they're getting sold right away. It's a good deal. Oh, probably like this gate here was down, so would have forced me to go in that direction. Gotcha.
Mist seethes.
Oh, hey, he's getting some gear now.
It reeks. Something's close.
Something stinky. Ever put your finger someplace stinky? Oh, RBs. Sorry, that was a Conan O'Brien bit from like back on the late night days.
Nice moves there, Captain.
You mean traitor?
You mean...
So they say. But I didn't see him kill anyone.
I was going to make a horrible joke. Like you said, nice moves there, Captain. I was going to say nice play Shakespeare, but Vaughn interrupted with a bitchy little comment before I could.
My brother did.
What?
Rex.
Dart Eskimo spy.
He said he had a brother 2 years younger.
You look exactly like
I
him.
see. He meant you. Your brother. What became of...
He's dead.
Oh, that's right. I killed him. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
It was you who killed him.
I don't remember that.
I give you my word. That was not the way of it.
That's not how I roll. Okay, maybe we'll find out what actually happened, because Basch, he's a good dude. I remember that much.
My name's Rex. All I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I. Living
Time, Basch. Save the discussion for later.
What if we arrive after he signed the treaty? Sir.
What if I get defeated because you guys didn't come with me when I went back downstairs?
Captain Ozilis and for my parents.
A lot of heavy breathing here.
Captain, why?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Our king. Have you done?
What's your deal, man?
His Majesty was a traitor.
Wait, what?
A twin brother. Fancy that.
What? So Van is like 2 years younger than a brother,
But
looks
still,
exactly like him, and
piece of fish,
Basch
I'll give you that much.
has a twin brother.
And he did
Okay.
look like you.
I don't believe you.
That's the lamest ass shit I've ever heard.
It was my fault that Rex was there.
He should have been spying on Eskimos,
sorry.
or rather a spy who is an Eskimo.
My brother, he trusted you. He trusted you and he lost everything. How can I believe you?
You're like a pyramid scheme
Not
guy.
me, then.
A pyramid scheme guy.
Believe in your brother.
Believe in
He was a fine soldier. He fought to the last to protect his homeland.
And look how that turned out.
No. Surely he fought to protect his brother.
Find something to
You
believe
don't
in,
know
Raiden.
anything.
Believe what you want to. Whatever it takes to make you happy.
Believe that, player. Wow, Balthier, that was kind of that's kind of rude, but it's like, yeah, believe whatever the hell you want, kid. He's a playable character. We gotta get along with him. All right, well, save crystal's handy. I kind of feel like it sure seemed like the Lightwoods? Oh, the Lightwoods. It really did seem like nothing was actually... There was no penalty for hanging around in these previous screens. It seemed like the power was staying put at 70% after we opened those gates. So I feel like if we backtrack... I guess I could grind here is what I'm saying. But I kind of want to see if we can continue further along. I feel like a Well, there's a lot of screens left to come, but there's got to be a boss at the end of all this, right? Alright, this thing can't call out for help. It's been silenced. I know I haven't actually been keeping up with my licenses. Screw it. I'm going to check into that off screen. Yeah, I feel like the mimics are not... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, now I get it. Like, treasure chests in this game looks so freaking weird. I didn't put together that these mimics looked anything like treasure chests, because the treasure chests in this game don't look like treasure chests. But yeah, they are like your good old-fashioned mimic treasure chests. Now, I wonder if these guys will recur. Because I'm thinking the ones who actually drain the power don't seem to come back. Oh, it's an actual treasure chest. Woohoo! It's not like it really gets the drop on you either. I mean, there are games out there like, man, freaking Lufia 2 in the Ancient Cave. You do not want to be messing with mimics. It is one of those games where you can actually... There are little tells where you can tell something is a mimic and not a real treasure chest. But man, the freaking... Because Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistral's Ancient Cave, LP's on my channel if you want to check it out. But it has this, like... It was the original roguelike, man. It's like spawns new levels, and if you die in the Ancient Cave... I mean, you can start over, but basically, the Ancient Cave, you start at level 1 every time you go in, so it is kind of a roguelike. You got to clear it in one shot. But, that game has two different colors of treasure chests. Red treasure chests contain, like, standard treasure, and then, like, really high-end items and plot items are in purple treasure chests. And the Ancient Cave in particular, part of the point for the main game was that any treasure you got in the Ancient Cave, where again your level resets to 0 when you leave and go back in, but you actually got to keep treasure from the purple treasure chests that you could find down there, which were rare, but they were usually high-end items, higher-end stuff than you could typically get outside of the Ancient Cave. And but there were mimics for the red treasure chests, which were dangerous. And they were like almost always, and it was a turn-based game, so they would always get first strike if you went up to a red treasure chest mimic. But the red treasure chest mimics would like run around and move, and you could tell they weren't treasure. Like they would let you get fairly close, and then they would attack you. The purple ones didn't move at all. But if you go up to them and you get they get first strike, and they can almost always wipe you out on that first turn until you get really powerful. So they were nasty, and this game just kind of like. It acknowledges the concept of mimics as an enemy in games, but it's not really doing it right. Are you literally just that same enemy again? No, you're a Suriander. You are a different... You are our first palette swap, I believe. Because we've already fought something that looks exactly like you, but is... And you even use the same stupid techniques like that. It was getting ready to cast regen by singing a song. But yeah, I believe that was our first palette swap. This is interesting. Oh. So this only looks like a door that we should be able to interact with, because the map isn't showing anything on the other side. I want to go back down. I want to see what's going on with this other zone over here. Oh yeah, I was about to say the maps are pretty reliable. It looks like there's a thing, but there isn't really. But no, I guess the maps aren't that reliable. Here's a little area off the map. Stormstone and a horn. Yeah, it does something called Angel Song and gives itself regen. I'm going to hope that we can come back into this place and I can choose to grind here later if I want to. But, that really wasn't that impressive considering this is like a little hidden zone on the map. Thought there might be a cooler treasure if you got over here to the, you know, quasi-hidden area, but I guess not. Oh well. I don't think there's any, like, additional level of extra hidden stuff over here. I think it's just kind of an area that isn't really all that exciting. Alright, let's get back to it. So they went for a very different art style, but I have to say, this is the HD remake, obviously, but this was pretty good graphics for the PS2, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Oh. Oh, these are the guys that show up if you, Gotcha. Because the power has been draining this whole time. I kind of lost track of the fact that that was going on. And you know what? These are actually the guys similar to the enemies that I remember grinding against a lot when you get to a later mine at a different point in the game, because you fought quite a few of them and there weren't a lot of enemies that would distract you from fighting this type of enemy, is what I'm getting at. So you didn't have to worry about breaking your chain. This actually would be a good grinding spot, except that at some point I'm going to end up... well, these things are fairly dangerous, though. I mean, they're actually casting spells regularly. But I can see how you're not really wanting these guys to come out and play. And I just sort of lost track of the fact that once I came into this screen, the power was slowly charging again because there was a mimic. Which wasn't a problem on the previous screen because I cleared out all the mimics. Yeah, you know what? It might be a good idea to just keep this going. Because I'm not really in a lot of danger. But having enemies pop up this often, I'm doing a lot less walking around between opportunities to get a loop. Speaking of loop, what did I say I was going to do next? Well, I did want to get this skill, actually. That leaves me enough to get better hats. We're going to wear balaclava pretty soon. You got 70. I know there was stuff over here that I was kind of interested in, but it just seemed like it wasn't worth grinding up enough LP to get to, like, swiftness. Got to think about that. Ether lore. Is there good stuff down here? I think I just want to get more licenses for oh, wait, you know what? I did say I needed to expand his... it's boring, but I do need to work on getting him some more... Gambit slots. Eventually. So there you go. That was probably not the sexiest thing I could have done with those points. And I'm kind of coming up on the end of her battle lores now. Although really I got another 50, 80... Jeez. I got 150 more points to do on those. Then I can start doing magic lore, although I don't know what magic she's going to get Other than the cure that she... Oh, she does get black magic if I head up this way. It's a little bit higher end stuff. I hope I didn't make this unwinnable now. The tower is down to 0. I guess I get it all back when... Is there a treasure around here? Yeah. There's no save crystal on the screen, but... The skeletons have stopped coming. Well, I saved recently. Maybe I gotta go back and use that slot and not... How much power do I get back for that? 34. They said 30 is what you need to open a gate. I would imagine the game you can't make it unwinnable, but you can probably make it a pretty big pain in the butt. And you know what? This is giving me a slot where if I go back and lose a little bit more... if I find a way to lose a little bit more energy, I could go back and fight those skeletons again. But damn, I feel like there's got to be a boss coming on this next screen. Doesn't it just, like, absolutely feel like a boss area coming up? I'm pretty much betting this is a boss area coming up. Alright, folks. I'm going to call it a video here. When we come back, I'm pretty sure we're fighting a boss. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.